Hello guys, welcome back. Now today, I want to talk about the trade, Tomas Tatar going to the Vegas Golden Knights, and quite a few picks going back to Detroit. Now, just right at the end of the trade deadline, we heard that Tomas Tatar was going to be traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. When I heard that, I was kind of skeptical because Tomas Tatar has 28 points. He has a $5.30 million contract till 2021, and I wouldn't say it's a bad contract, but it's certainly not a good one. You're paying, I guess, average for what he's worth. It's not a good contract. It's not as bad contract either. That's a lot of cap that Vegas is coming back, and by then there's lots of players that are going to want some money. Juan Carlson is going to want a lot of money. There's lots of players on that team that are going to ask for a lot and have a lot of contracts on the team. So that contract, it's not great, but it's not bad either. But I think it will affect them in terms of what they'll do from now on, and certainly at that last year on that contract. Now going back to the Detroit from the Vegas Golden Knights, you have the 2018 first-round pick, 2019 second-round pick, and the third-round pick of 2020. So it kind of escalates, it kind of goes up, and then it goes down while the years go down as well. So 2018 first-round pick, that won't be too much because Vegas is, of course, in a playoff spot and bound to go far-ish in the playoffs. We'll see how that goes. But they're set to get a decent, I guess the Detroit Red Wings won't get a great pick from that. They'll get a decent pick, but not a great one. 2019 second-round pick, of course. Who knows how good Vegas will be next year's season. That's always a wild card there. And third-round pick from 2020, which, of course, is the third-round pick. It's going to be a decent player there that you could possibly get. You know, you always get a good prospect here. So for Detroit, I think this trade makes perfect sense. You know, you find a suitor for Tomas Tatar, who is kind of getting up there in age. You know, and that cap space is something that you want to ship out, and they end up doing that. I'm really surprised how Detroit got this haul. McPhee's kind of getting stolen here. Vegas still has a lot of picks. Vegas still has loads of picks, but I think that a guy like Tomas Tatar isn't worth $5 million quite there, and quite what they're getting back. Trying to trade away that first round pick, that second round pick, and the third round pick. I don't know if it's quite worth it. I'd say give a first round pick at max, but that second and third round pick might sting a little bit. I'm just speculating here. You never know what those picks can be, but Detroit hasn't had a great track record drafting in recent years, so we'll see how they do with these ones, especially with this season having a great draft class. Especially, we could see a great player coming out of like the 20th overall pick. You know, wherever Vegas goes, you can see a great player coming out of there. And for Vegas, you get a great winger who is going to play well in the playoffs for you. He has a playoff experience, and of course, Vegas needs a little bit of that as well. They're still a young team, and they kind of need a little bit of boost to kind of get them over the hump and get the doubters kind of shush. So I think that getting them a scoring winger, it might just kind of ruin the chemistry just a bit. I don't think it'll do too much, but I think that they will take a tiny bit of a step back. They won't be winning as much, but they'll still be winning. They'll still be a great team, but I think they will take a little bit of a step back with Tatar. I just think that, you know, he has some adjusting to do, and he won't play as well with Vegas as he did in Detroit. He still has some adjusting to do, and he'll have to get used to that. And he still will play well for Vegas. Of course, he'll probably get line mates that are decent and have been playing for a long time on that team. So he'll get some decent line mates, and he will play well. But Vegas might take a little bit of a step back. Chemistry might not be the same. You know, stuff might happen. You know, they might lose more odd games than they would at the start of the season into the second half. It's just what happens. But I really do like this trade for Detroit. Now, I don't think that Vegas clearly loses, but I think they lose just a bit. I think McPhee kind of gave up a lot more than he should have for this. I think Detroit was probably very happy to give up a first for Tatar, but he comes out with another second and third. Those second and thirds might just be what goes over. You know, those might be two great players that you could have had on your team. You never know what happens there. So I think that McPhee just overpaid just a tiny bit. And I think that Detroit is really good for what they were trying to get done, trying to ship Tatar away for. I mean, he's in the rumors for a long time now. And to get a first, second, and third, no matter the years, it's really successful for them. And to get more cap space off that Detroit Red Wings team for guys like Larkin and Athanasiou to be re-signed, that's so crucial. And, you know, you want to like to see other guys shipped off, but at least Tatar is $5 million off the cap. That's going to, guys. Like, subscribe, and not more deadline deals, especially the Ring deal that I'm about to record right after this. And ring that bell if you haven't, and make sure you subscribe and like because of those videos that are coming. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.